What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Minnesota Vikings franchise here on Madden NFL 20, not Madden 21. We're boycotting that crap. But no, seriously, as you see the box score here against the Baltimore Ravens, we end up losing despite JT Peppers throwing for 3 touchdowns, no picks, and had over 80% of his passes completed. So he balled out against Lamar Jackson, and unfortunately, we just could not get the W. So as you see the stats up on the screen, I just want to tell you guys what the plan is for this series. Obviously, being Madden 20, it has been out for over a year now, and we've been slowly grinding through this series. And it never really caught fire, never really caught a nice wave there. So we started the series off a little bit later than most people did. I was kind of waiting to buy Madden 20. I didn't love Madden 19, obviously, and I just didn't know where to go with it. I didn't know if I actually wanted to spend money on this crappy product, and eventually I did. I just couldn't pass up the idea. I want to give it another chance, you know what I mean? We did that, and so far I've been really enjoying Madden 20. I've been enjoying this series. Enjoying you guys and getting your custom prospects in here and the feedback and the views. Like, you guys have been really good with supporting this series, and it's been really fun for me. But it's just getting old. It's getting old a little bit. So I know we only finished 2 seasons. This would be year 3, so we're still kind of working through. I don't want to end this series until a championship is won. But I think, unfortunately, it's got to end at some point. I just never like to end series, guys, when we haven't done something with it. You know what I mean? I don't want you guys to feel like I wasted your time investing your minutes and hours of watching this series and supporting it. So, I want to end it on a good note. I want to actually end it, though. It's got to end at some point. So, just wanted to let you guys know what the thought process was for the series. All right, let's get into some of the gameplay you guys are seeing on the screen here. We have a 3rd and 4 situation. That's going to be a nice pass from Jake Fromm to Jared Cook for the first down. 3rd and 7 situation for the Vikings defense, and Fromm is going to bomb it out to the right, and that's going to be incomplete. Harrison Smith almost coming up with the pick. That was a pretty dangerous throw by Mr. Jake Fromm, but it's not going to go the Vikings' way. 3 points up on the board for New Orleans. 6 touchdowns, no picks for JT in 2 games. So this is week 3, guys. This is week 3. Dalvin Cook gets the first play of the game. Nice little handoff for the first down. 1st and 10. And we got a bomb to the left to Mecole Hardman on one-on-one coverage, and he makes the catch. That's a nice pitch and catch, man. 1 for 1, 47 yards. Mecole Hardman has been huge for this Vikings team in year number 3. But we had the X-receiver. We had Stephon Diggs there, and it's going to be a sack as it just took a little too long to develop. JT Peppers on 2nd and 15 picks up the first down. That's a 16-plus yard rush, guys, for JT Peppers, the Minnesota Golden Gophers prospect. So he's had a year under his belt under Kirk Cousins' tutelage, and now he's finally getting the start here for the Vikings in his career, and it's been going pretty well so far. But we get a nice pass. So spoke too soon. We're going backwards on that goal line series there. It was a good pass. I thought it was a good throw. Derek Wolford-Graham was right there. It just went incomplete. Just got batted. Then we got Traquan Smith, the UCF product, the Golden Knight product. Huge passing play, big completion there from Jake Fromm. Trying out to the left. Going to be incomplete. Nice coverage there by Minnesota, and it is now 6-3. And then Dalvin Cook putting on the moves, but he takes a big hit from Marcus Williams. The safety comes on over, and he will check back in, so don't worry too much. Dalvin Cook will come back. Mecole Hardman makes this drag route catch, and he's going to push off the defender there to get out of bounds to the 44. But we get a holding call, and Minnesota is going to have to go backward. 3rd and 17, and we got a pass incomplete. There was pressure that came on JT Peppers. I didn't see the pressure. It didn't look like there was a ton of pressure. He should have been able to make that wide open toss to Mecole Hardman for the first down. But we get Kyrus Tonga, a BYU defensive tackle. Now, when we drafted him, I didn't know that he was real. But apparently, he's a real football player, and he's actually a pretty good one, too, for BYU. I love Be some Kyrus Tonga, but here's a pass completed to Stephon Diggs. He makes one-man miss, but he's got Marcus Williams. He pushes him off, and then, whoa, he's going to go. He's got one man to beat. Dives into the end zone for the touchdown, and what is up with Stephon Diggs on sideline routes that Marcus Williams can't make the tackle? That's one missed tackle, and then Marcus Williams comes over, number 43, says, I'm going to get you this time. And then, nope. What is up with Marcus Williams and not being able to tackle Stephon Diggs? What is that? Anyway, we'll take it. We'll take the big-time play, the big touchdown, and then Jordan Williams, another defensive tackle rookie. So we've got 2 rookies on that D-line, and we get the sack. We're going to push Jake Fromm and the Saints back. It is now 10-9 after the long field goal, and then a little play-action play here. Oh, McCole Hardman with a nice move. We got 3 seconds. We got 2 seconds, actually. 1 second ticked off the clock there by the time we called the timeout. And then Cody Parkey comes on and is going to drill this field goal through to end the first half. That's a really good drive by Minnesota to get that play off. McCole Hardman getting that pass completed. Being able to call that timeout. It's good wherewithal, guys. Very good wherewithal. JT Peppers up 13-9. A nice pass to Stephon Diggs. He's going to get shoved out of bounds at the 44. We're up to the 21-yard line, and here comes Dalvin Cook picking up 11. We get to the 9-yard line. 3rd and goal. JT feeling the pressure. He's going to try to escape it, but he's going to go down, and that is going to lead to another field goal for Minnesota. 16-9. Jake Fromm, pass completed to the tight end. That's going to be 4th and inches, so good stop by the Vikings. Field goal will be up and good for New Orleans. It's now 16-12. Derek Wolford-Graham checks in. That's his 2nd rush, and he's now got the first down. Remember, 16-12. Big pass play here, and that's going to be intercepted. Oh, dudes. Late 3rd quarter, Danny Trevathan comes up with the pick. That is not... I don't want to say that wasn't a good throw because, I mean, Thielen was open. There was a window there for him to get open and make that catch, but, you know, it just was a little bit thrown to the left side of him. You know, left side and low. But I got the idea. Cameron Jordan, though, comes through for the sack. It is still a 16-12 game and almost picked by Mackenzie Alexander. He can't come up with it, though. 3rd and 10. Fromm going to complete this pass, but we're going backwards. Yep, that's a 2-yard loss. 2nd and 8 for Minnesota. Play action play. And, oh, JT Peppers takes a big hit, and he is going to go down. That's Henry with the sack. It's now 3rd and 16. You got to get a big play here. Peppers, nothing doing. We had X. We might have had B. We're not going to get the throw off, and Minnesota now is in dire straits. We got 4 minutes to go, and Mackenzie Alexander makes a really nice play on defense to knock the ball away. 2nd and 10. Fromm flicks it out to Traquan Smith for a good gain. A gain of 4. It's 3rd and 6. Got to come up with a big defensive stop here if you're Minnesota. Pass completed for the first down, so they'll reset it. 3:35 left to go. Pass completed again up the middle. That's going to be 2nd and 1 situation. We got pressure in the backfield, but no. Kerrigan and Hendricks and Anthony Harris can't make the tackle before Kamara gets the first down. 2nd and 10. Pass wide open. Traquan Smith busts off the tackle from Mackenzie Alexander. They're down to the 9-yard line. Still 4-point game. They need a touchdown. Field goal does you no good. Pass out to the right. Mike Hughes, good coverage there. And tight end will get stopped at the 2-yard line. 2-minute warning. 3rd and goal. Pressure coming in, and Harrison Smith comes through with the sack on Jake Fromm. And now, with under 2 minutes to go, they are going to hurry it up. 4th and goal situation. A touchdown will take the lead. Mackenzie Alexander with the great stop in the back of the end zone forces the turnover, and what a one-on-one play by the veteran cornerback, Mackenzie Alexander. 2nd and 5 for Minnesota. They'll pick up the first down. New Orleans has to call the timeout. And guys, that is a W. It's a grindy W. but it's a W nonetheless. I would have liked to see maybe 30 points, maybe another touchdown in there somewhere, but you know what? We're going to take it. We're going to take it, especially on the road. A really tough New Orleans Saints team. Good offensive pieces there. Jake Fromm, Drew Brees is gone. He's retired, so Jake Fromm kind of maybe holding them back just a little bit, but, hey, it's still a solid win for our Minnesota Vikings here. Dalvin Cook over 100 yards yet again. Stephon Diggs had a big catch of 61. And actually, no, that's not the long. That's receiving after the catch for Stephon Diggs. So I'm not sure how much the long was. It was a pretty darn big play, though. But our offense, had some top performers. But again, I want to see some more points and less field goals. I want to see more touchdowns, less field goals. Kyrus Tonga had a sack. Jordan Williams with a sack. So our young defense, some of our young defensive players are performing. And that's what I like to see. Dylan Moses gets a nice little upgrade there to an 81 overall. He's still not quite there yet to take over the job over Eric Kendricks or, of course, Anthony Barr. You're not going to do that. But Dylan Moses is still playing very well. John Ross, Andrew Thomas, also getting bonus upgrades there, player upgrades. Like to see it. Love to see it. So our offensive players, our offense in general, is very, very good. I'm impressed with the amount of skill players that we have, and I'm liking the direction that we're going with it. Looking at some of the standings here, the Vikings are 2-1. The Saints, we handed them their first loss of the season, and they moved to 2-1. That's their first loss at home. Of course, being their first and only loss, it was their only loss at home. Go figure. All right, season stats. We're just taking a look at some top performers from passing to rushing to receiving to defense. We're not going to go over a ton of this stuff, just kind of get an idea of who's performing, who's not. If custom prospects do show up there, then that's great. But I think it's kind of a lot, guys. It's a lot when you're talking about maybe over 100 custom prospects to keep tabs on. If I had somebody that was willing to do that, I could probably make that happen. But I think it's just one of those deals where if you kind of see them show up in gameplay, like if we're playing against them, or if they show up in awards, or if they show up in some of these little stats updates, then that's cool. But like I said, it's just kind of hard. It's hard when you start getting a ton of custom prospects in each series to just go back individually and continue to look and track and update everybody how they're performing. So, all right, moving forward here to next week. Yeah, this is one thing I hate about Madden. How are you going to get Stephon Diggs 200 plus yards receiving? Video game, I get it. Maybe you can just force feed the guy, but man, oh man, that's pretty hard. 4+ touchdowns or 200 plus yards receiving. It's pretty difficult. Calvin Johnson had those. I don't know how Stephon Diggs would be able to do that, but maybe he's done it in his career at least once. But they're pretty rare. So maybe like 180, right? Maybe 150. You get a dev trade update. I don't know. Anyway, guys, looking up on the board here, I think this is one of the first times that we've done scouting in year number 3. And just keep in mind that, like I said, we've accepted a lot of custom prospects in year 1 and year 2 of this series. And year 3, we're not going to be accepting customs. And again, that's just because there's just a lot to do. There's a lot to track. And we're trying to move this series at a quicker pace, at a little bit faster of a pace. So we're just going to be doing CPU-generated players from this point forward, and that will at least limit the amount of customs that we have to track or that we have to keep in mind of or that we notice in some of our stats updates or even within gameplay. So I think that's just a really smart idea on my end and for the series because, again, we're trying to move this at a quicker pace. And I think over the course of so many games and so many seasons, you guys are actually going to start forgetting it. Also, like I'm gonna start forgetting. The more customs that we have in here, I'm gonna be like, oh, here's a catch by this guy. I don't know if he was CPU generated or if he was a custom guy, so I might not be able to do you justice. I might not do your guy justice if he does something. You know what what I mean? So it's just from a quality control perspective, I think we'll just keep it as a non-custom draft class season. All right, moving into some scouting here. I'm just really just looking at some guys at the top of the board. And now this guy here, Elijah Sitton, is definitely on my list. A right tackle with those top skills. He's an early first rounder. Early first rounder that is being projected in the early second. So there must be a lot of skill position players, a lot of defensive guys, a lot of wide receivers. That's pushing him down a little bit, but you know, he looks like he's going to be a pretty decent player. Now we got Brian O'Neill at the right tackle spot, and it's a position that I know that we've been trying to figure out on that right side. Normally I'm running a lot to the left where Andrew Thomas is. If we can open that up to kind of be able to run to the right side with Elijah Sitton there, I think that that's going to do a lot of wonders for our running game and for our offense. It's especially going to help JT Peppers, since I feel like a lot of the sacks, a lot of the pressure comes from that right side. And I feel like Brian O'Neill might be kind of the problem there at the right tackle position. So we're definitely looking at Elijah Sitton as a late first round guy. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today's Minnesota Vikings episode. I will see you guys later on next week for gameplay against the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears, both games at home. Guys, leave a like if you like this thing. I will see you then. Skol Vikings, and peace.